and we'll begin. Okay. So finding yourself in a comfortable seated position. Settle down. Allow your sits bones to settle. Allow your lower back to gentle and the crown of your head to be nice and tall. And then we'll take an inhale through the nose and an exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Another inhale and exhale out. Lying down onto your back, we'll start in Supta Baddha Konasana. If you choose to take a heart opener, you'll use a block or a rolled up towel or blanket underneath the bra strap area on a woman's body and lie back. Soles of the feet together, knees apart. If this is too much for your neck this early in your practice, you'll take the block lower or your blanket lower or just not at all. And allow yourself to drape over the block. Coming back to your breath, inhaling and exhaling. Again, inhale and exhale. Paying attention. Oh, excuse me, guys. Paying attention to your breath. Follow it as it moves through your body. The increase of breath capacity as you inhale. On the exhale, the curling in on yourself. Again, inhaling, expanding through the belly, through the rib cage. And exhale, curling back in. Continue with that breath, slowing your pace. Inhaling to expand like a flower blossoming. And exhale, curling back in. If you guys have ever seen a 4 o'clock, the flowers that bloom in the late afternoon dusk, they open up, become beautiful, and then during the day they close back in on themselves, becoming a little bud. So I was trying to think what our theme today would be, given that we're moving into deep opening in the hamstrings. And I think we can look at it as a blossoming of the body, a blossoming of our understanding of the body, knowing that splits may or may not be available to you, and that's okay. Those closed-in 4 o'clock blossoms are still a beautiful magenta shade. The bushes are still gorgeous, even when they're not fully open and expanded. Imprinting your pace of breath. The slow, steady inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, reaching your arms up over your head, your feet down. Good morning stretch, pushing your sacrum down towards your mat. And breathe. Now you have all this space, all this stretching to fill with your breath. Grabbing onto your left wrist with your right hand, reaching over to the right side on the mat. Reclined crescent for a deeper stretch, crossing the left ankle over the top of the right. Find your breath in the left side of your body. Inhale back to center, release your ankle. If you've crossed it, grab your right wrist, lean over to the left. Cross your right ankle over your left, if that feels good to you. And again, deep breaths, expanding the right rib cage. Coming back to center, arms open to a T, pulling your knees in towards your chest. Inhale here. Exhale, knees over towards the right elbow. Simple twist. And then inhale back up to center. Exhale, knees towards your left elbow. Come back to center. Grab your strap. Extending your left leg long on the ground. We'll bring our right foot up to the sky. Supta Pada Gustasana. And then grabbing onto the back of your right leg, somewhere. It may be pretty low down depending on your body. Inhale, head, chest, shoulders up towards that leg. Holding. And then start lying back down, bringing your leg with you. If you can reach your big toe, bind with the big toe to help engage the back of your right leg. If not, you have this strap. You'll place it over the ball of your foot and hold on. Keeping both feet flexed and both legs engaged to protect your hamstring. And remember that breath, keep using it. Holding on to your foot with the right hand only, left hand comes to the top of your hip. Remember our left leg is in Tadasana, nice and engaged. We'll open the right leg out to the side. Only taking it as far as you can with your hips level, with your hips being strong. So hugging that right femur into the hip socket, opening through the inner right thigh, keep the foot flexed on both sides. Bring the right leg back up. Change the hold of the foot so that the strap is in your left hand or you're grabbing the outer left foot. And bring it over to the left side for an ITB stretch, this band that runs along the outer right leg. Only going as far as you need to feel a stretch there. So we're not dropping the right leg down all the way for wind relieving posture. We're really focusing on this outer hip stretch, outer leg stretch. And then come back to center. We'll change sides, lifting the left leg up, placing the right leg down. Grab somewhere along the back of your right leg. Remember, both legs are nice and strong here. Use your muscles. Inhale, head, chest, and shoulders up off the mat. Engage your core, coming closer to your left leg. And then bring your leg with you somewhat. It may not go a lot. We'll bring the left leg towards the crown of the head, grabbing your strap if needed, wrapping it along the back, the ball of your foot, and holding on. If you can grab the big toe, bind. Right hand out to the side or on your right hip, reminding you to engage that right leg. And then opening your leg out to the left. Hips stay stable, tight. Tight meaning engaged, not tight meaning, clenched. Release your jaw. There's a connection between your jaw and your hips. So if you keep your jaw nice and relaxed, there's a better chance your body's better able to open through the hips. And then come back up, grabbing onto your left foot with your right hand, allowing your left leg to drop over towards the right side, but not all the way. So you're keeping the back of your hips somewhat on the ground. It doesn't need to be firmly planted there. Finding a stretch in your outer left leg. Come back up to center. Release the strap. Hugging your knees in towards your chest. We'll rock and roll our way up. 1, 2, 3. So 3 times. And then step back to hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale into cow. Exhale, cat. Again, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come to a neutral spine. Step back onto the right foot for half plank. Lifting the left arm, palm towards the center line, shoulder away from the ear. So you're depressing the left shoulder down the back. Staying here, or inhale to extend opposite arm leg balance. Reaching the left fingertips forward and the right heel back. Flexing through the right leg, right foot in strong engagement through that leg. On your next inhale, if you like, bend the right foot and reach back for the top of your foot, ankle, wherever, or if you're not binding, just reach. Inhale, stretch it back out. Exhale, curl in, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, that back bend, cow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. One more time like that. Reach. Bend. Use the right hamstring. Inhale, reach. Bend it in. Reach it out. Place the left hand down. Tuck the left toes. See if you can lift up and back into three-legged dog. Place the right foot down. Walk your feet as wide as your mat. So you're in a very wide down dog. You can even take your feet off the mat if that helps you access your hamstrings. Lift your toes. So we have that strong foot flex and push back. Trying to engage through the heel of the foot to stretch through your hamstring. And then step your feet hip distance apart. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, knee to chest, core plank. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, core plank. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, core plank. Stay in plank. Kick the right leg back and lower all the way to your mat. Low cobra. Walking your hands slightly forward. Push your pelvis down. push the tops of your feet down, all 10 toenails connecting. And then inhale, lifting your chest and your head and your shoulders up. Push strongly through the pelvis. Push strongly through the palms of your hands. Squeeze your shoulders back towards your spine and away from your ears. And then pull your palms back towards your body without actually moving your hands. So you can find a belly release here. Inhale. Exhale, lowering down, hands under shoulders, push back either through hands and knees or a strong push up to down dog. Drop your knees so you're in hands and knees position again. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Again, cow. And cat. Neutral spine, step back on the left toes. Reach the right arm forward. Shoulder, depressing down the back, reaching through the fingertips, but not near the ear. If you'd like, lift the back leg up for the balance. Reaching behind you for the foot for your cow back bend. So Dhanurasana. Inhale to stretch it out. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, arch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, arch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Inhale, stretch. Plant your right hand, tuck your right toes, lift to three-legged dog. And then set the left foot down. Hip distance apart with your feet. Shoulders away from ears, pushing strongly into your palms. Remember the connection between your palms and your hips. And find your long line there. Let your head dangle. Shake it yes, shake it no as needed. And then bend the right knee, pushing the left heel down. So you're getting into that outer left hip, some hamstring, some ITB. And then push the right heel down, left leg lifts. Not lifts, but then your left knee. Come back to your down dog. Lift your left leg up. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to chest. Stay here. Kick the left leg back for plank. Exhale, halfway down. This time taking up dog if you like. Up dog, arms are straight, shoulders are squeezing back towards your spine, smiling through the collarbones, legs are straight, hips are off of the mat. One more inhale here. Exhale, pull your hips up, back to down dog. Lift up onto the balls of your feet and start tiptoeing your way forward. Feet between the hands. Lower your heels, fold, grab opposite elbows, ragdoll pose. Bend your knees as much as you need to here. So hamstrings are very slow to open. They tend to be kind of cranky, both the hamstrings and the hip flexors, what we need for our splits today. So be patient with them. They won't be patient with you. You'll definitely know when they're not happy. They're the screamers of the body, I like to say. And then inhale, halfway lift. Find a flat back, squeeze your shoulders towards your spine and use your back body muscles. Another inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Push into your feet, hands to the hips, lift with a flat back. And drop your arms next to your body for Tadasana, mountain pose. Strong mountain, find the grounding in your feet. Find the stability in your legs. And then inhale, arms come up overhead. Push down as you lift your arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, traction your spine. Exhale, plant hands, step right foot back and right knee down. Surya A with lunges. Inhale, arms to the sky. Or not, you can always take your hands to your knee. Inhale in here. Exhale, plant hands, step back to plank. Hold in your plank, push your palms down. And then as if you could rip the center of your mat, push your palms away from each other. And that's plugging your shoulders in. And then pull your palms towards your feet. That's engaging your core. And now lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhaling to cobra or up dog. And exhale back to down dog. Strong push-up or hands and knees. Resting in down dog. Now, if down dog does not feel like a warm, fuzzy teddy bear to you when you're in it, you may want to drop down to your knees and find child's pose. Remember that when we're resting, you really need to rest to recharge your muscles and to engage breath and body movement. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, open your hips so your right knee comes to the sky. You're kicking your right foot behind you strongly. So you're really reaching like you could pick something off of the wall with your toes. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bring that knee to the chest and step through. Left knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. As we reach the arms up, we're grounding down through the legs and tucking the lower tailbone down. Knitting the ribs down so we're not flaring out through the belly. Take an inhale here. Exhale, plant hands, tuck back toes, and push yourself forward into Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, traction your spine. Exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, all the way down. So that was half of one cycle. Inhale, traction your spine. Exhale, step the left foot back, left knee down. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant hands, step back to plank and inhale. If you want, lower knees. Exhale, halfway down, chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra or up dog. And then back to down dog through hands and knees or a push-up. Rest for 3 breaths. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bend your left knee, opening the hip. Reaching those left toes behind you. Say hi, everybody. Hello. To open the psoas and the front hip flexor. On an inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, bring that knee in towards your chest and step through. Right knee lowers. Inhaling, arms up or not. Exhale, tuck the back toes, step forward. Inhale, traction your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, traction your spine. Exhale, plant hands, right foot back, right knee down. Listen for the change. Flex your left foot for half Hanumanasana. Inhale. Exhale, rock your hips forward, plant your hands, step back, plank. Inhale. Exhale, halfway low, chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to chest, step through. Lower the left knee down. Same leg. Hanumanasana. Is this the same leg? No, it's a different leg. Sorry for my confusion, guys. Bringing the belly towards the thigh, looking straight ahead. Think about how long you can make your spine. Flex your right foot. Exhale, bend the right knee, plate your hands. Take an inhale here so you have a little extra stretch in the left front hip flexor. And then tuck the back toes, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, traction your spine. Exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, push into your feet, lift all the way up. Exhale, all the way back down for the second side. Inhale, traction. Exhale, plant hands, left foot back, left knee down. Tilt your hips back over that left knee, Ardha Hanumanasana, half Hanumanasana. And don't forget, you have blocks or books to help you here. Remember, hamstrings are slow to open. They can be quite cranky, especially earlier in the morning. So, baby them, talk gently. Bend the front knee, tilt your hips forward, place your blocks to the side. Inhaling back to plank. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog, resting, 3 breaths. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to chest, step through, right knee down. Tilt the hips back for half splits, runner's lunge. Use your blocks as needed. Exhale, fold forward, release your blocks, plant hands. Take an extra inhale here. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, traction your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Push down to lift, all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, last round, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, traction your spine. Exhale, plant hands, listen for the change. Step the right foot back, but keep the knee up. Inhaling up to crescent lunge. Okay, look for your belly pooch. So are you flaring? Pull it in. Knit those lower ribs in. Engage through the abdomen. Tuck through the hips. You may need to bend the back leg. As I said, front hip flexors and hamstrings are slow to open and they can be quite cranky in the morning. So stretch as much as you're able to without making it shriek. Arms up. Inhale. Exhale, plant hands. Step back plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, right leg up. Knee to chest, step it through. Stay on the ball of your back foot and inhale up, crescent. Same thing, other side. Bend the back knee as much as you need to. Tilt the pelvis slightly forward so you have the balance there in your pelvic floor, in your pelvic bowl, like you're holding water. And then, if you're able to, start straightening the back leg. If you're not, it's early in the practice yet. Be gentle with yourself. You're still a beautiful flower. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down, step forward. Forward fold. Inhale, traction your spine. Fold again. Come all the way up. Hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, traction. Exhale, left foot back, staying on the ball of the back foot. Inhale, up. Exhale, plant hands, step back, plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And back to down dog. 3 breaths. Let your jaw go. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, open your hip. Inhale, left leg up. Knee to chest, step through, and carefully lift, crescent. Sinking the hips. Inhale, one more stretch. Exhale, fold forward, step the right foot forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. And hands to heart center. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through your mouth. Again, in and out. Connecting breath to body. In and out. Straight up Surya A. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, traction your spine. One exhale, plank chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. And back to down dog. Remember, the more heat we can generate, the more opening we'll have through the hamstrings, hip flexors, and the rest of our body. One more inhale here, bend knees, lift heels. Exhale, prepare yourself. Float or step forward, feet between the hands, and inhale to traction your spine. Forward fold. Push into your feet, engage as we lift with a flat back. Exhaling, hands to heart center. We'll do it again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, traction your spine. Exhale, float or step, plank chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra or up dog. And back to down dog. Resting. Let your jaw go, let your head go. Notice if you're holding tension. Inhaling here. Exhale, bend knees, lift heels. On no breath, step or float forward and inhale to traction your spine. Forward fold. Push down and lift all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do one more like that. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, traction spine. Exhale, float or step, plank chaturanga, cobra or up dog, and back to down dog, resting. Okay, switching it up. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest. Step through. Low lunge, hands on the mat. Push out through the left heel. Engage your inner legs, your inner thighs towards each other. So you're pushing down with that right heel, pushing down with the left toes, and then you're squeezing in. Plant your left hand down on the mat. Take your right hand to your right knee, initiating the twist. Notice what happens to your right hip when you do that. Try to keep it plugged in. Shoulders, chest, tilting to the right. And then if you like, right arm comes to the sky. Remember, jazz hands. Got that open palm, spread fingers. Excuse me, my allergies are awful right now. Bring that right hand down, turn on your back foot so you have heel to arch alignment, and lift the left arm to the sky. So extended side angle, use a block if you need, and continue to squeeze those inner thighs towards each other. If it feels good, turn your palm, your left palm forward, and reach your arm up and over your head. Remember, this left shoulder is still depressing down your back. Push into the outer rim of your left foot, so both legs are engaged. Coming back to your low lunge, turn on the back of your back foot, turn onto the ball of your back foot, and inhale up lunge, crescent lunge. Okay, getting a little deeper into the psoas. Interlace your fingers behind your head at the base of your skull. Now remember our belly pooch and our pelvic tilt. So try to keep your pelvic bowl stable as you reach your heart to the sky. So we're not tilting our juice or our water forward, definitely not our wine. Lift. And then release, straighten both legs, drop your hands down to the mat. Long pyramid pose. Grabbing your blocks as needed. And then we'll flex the front foot. So we have that engagement through the hamstrings, pulling up and back. Find an extension from your sits bones through the crown of your head. Pyramid extension. And then lower your right foot down. Step your left foot slightly forward to shorten your stance, and we'll round over the front leg. Taking your hands to your sacrum does two things. One, it fires up your legs. You're not relying on your hands to hold you here. It also lets you check on your hip stability, trying to square off the right hip and the left. So the right hip is pulling back, left hip is pulling forward, and usually dropping down a little bit. If you want to bind your hands behind the left leg. Inhale to straighten the spine. Exhale, plant hands, bend into a low lunge, and then kick this right leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Set it down. Take note if your right leg feels slightly longer than the left. Don't worry, we'll even them out. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, open hip. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to chest, this time stepping through. Again, stabilize. Pushing the left heel down. Pushing down through the right ball of the foot, but you're pushing up with that left heel, okay? And then squeezing those inner thighs towards each other. Strong foundation. Place the right hand down. Take your left hand to the left knee and twist your upper back so that your chest is facing the left side. Hug the left hip in. And then if you'd like, extend into your lunge twist. Place your left hand down. Turn on your back foot so you have heel to arch alignment. And then if you need a block, take it for extended side angle. Peeling your heart open this time to the right. Extend your arm to the sky. Strong legs. And then if you like, turn the palm forward, hold that shoulder down, and reach up and over. Push into the outer rim of your right foot. One more inhale here, opening a little bit more with your heart. Exhale, plant hands, turn on the back toes, and inhale, lunge. Come on up. Okay, pelvic bowl. Whatever is precious to you right now is filling that bowl, and we don't want to spill it. Mine is bourbon, in case you're curious. Hands behind your head on the nape of your neck, and reach your heart up. Continue to reach. So you'll hear your psoas talking to you maybe a little bit more. Saying, help me. Or it's just yelling. Whatever it is, calm. Send calm, soothing breaths there. Inhale and exhale, fold. Remember your blocks. Long pyramid pose. Allow that right heel to come down. Tilt the left toes up. Squaring through your hips, extend to the crown of your head. If this is too much on the heel of your left foot, just let it go. And then lower your left foot down, step your right foot forward, and round over the front leg. Again, if you want to stabilize your pose a little bit more, take your hands to your sacrum. Feel if it's level or not. Try to level it out. And that fires up the legs because you can't balance on your hands anymore. Taking your hands maybe to the back of your right leg. That would be on the outside of both legs. Inhale, straighten your spine. Exhale, plant hands, bend front knee. Take up and back, three-legged dog. And lower that left leg down. Staying here to rest or take a child's pose. Come back up. Step the right foot forward. Low lunge into Ardha Hanumanasana. So right now we'll take the low lunge part, placing your left hand to the outer edge of your mat, heel toe your foot so that your toes are pointing out, heel in on the right edge of your mat. So you'll either stay here or start moving deeper into your quad and front hip flexor, bending the back knee. You have a strap if you want to loop your foot or grab your foot. Sink through your hips. But just like we've been doing, engage the inner thighs. Pull them towards each other to stabilize your posture, and then pull the back foot in. If you have the opening, you may be able to flip your grip. Today, I'm not able to do that. So take note, your body changes day to day. One day you may be able to do splits and get down, other days you may not. So it's all about patience and accepting where you are, that you're beautiful in whichever part of your practice you're in. Okay, place that foot down, bring your hands to the mat. Step back to down dog. Left leg forward, right knee down, same thing, other side. Plant your right hand to the outer rim of your mat. Heel toe your left foot to the outer rim of your left side of your mat. And then start turning your torso towards the left. Bend the back knee if you'd like. You don't have to. You can still get a great stretch here for the psoas and front hip flexor. Reach for the back foot or reach for your strap. If you're able to flip your grip here, you can flip your grip. It's not happening for me today. Okay, release, plant hands, step back, down dog. Looking forward, float or step feet between the hands. Inhaling to traction your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Push down into your feet and lift all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Little bit of balance play. To stabilize ourselves, grab your strap. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. So it's a stand, what we did on our backs, we're going to do standing. And we'll start on the left leg. So left hand to left hip. You'll be using your right arm, so don't worry about it yet. Push down into your left foot and lift your right knee. And you may just stay here hugging in. If you can reach your toe, grab your big toe, find the bind. And then start kicking forward. If you're using a strap, you'll wrap it around the ball of your foot. Remember, flexing the foot and kick forward that way. Again, our pelvic bowl. So you have that stability of your pelvis, right? We're not pooching with our belly. We're not leaning back because that would spill everything out the backside. We're trying to find that stable middle ground here. And then if you like, reaching the leg out to the side. Your left hand, if you spread it out to the left, can help balance. Come back to center and release. Other side. Stabilize the right leg, Tadasana. And then bring the left knee up towards the chest. Grabbing onto your big toe or your strap. Extend forward. Pay attention to your pelvic bowl. Moving your left leg out to the side, Padangusthasana 2. Arm can help balance. Pull your belly in, stabilize your pelvis. And then back to center and release. Shake out your legs. Okay, a little bit of split play, because that's why we're here today. So we'll come to the front of our mats. Our next flow, inhaling arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, traction your spine. Exhale, plank chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. And back to down dog. For this next section, make sure you have your blanket and 2 to 3 blocks. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, open your hip. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to chest, step through. Lower your left knee to the mat. So we'll start with 2 blocks, working on the back bend component of a split. And you'll see why I say that, because when we sit up nice and tall in our splits, it's actually somewhat of a back bend for our pelvis and lower back. So we want to keep it stable. Sorry, upper back, not lower back. We want to keep it stable and strong from belly button down, and then allow our thoracic and cervical spine to find the curve up and back. So using our blocks, take them as high as you need to. Mine need to be pretty high. Remember, pushing the right heel down, left knee down, pull it towards each other, and then squeeze your shoulders back. Okay, pull your belly in, stabilize your hips. Squeeze your shoulders back. Lift through your heart. So you're pushing into your hands very strongly to help lift your heart here. And then again, that left front hip flexor and psoas are getting, quite an awakening this morning. Tilting your left hip over your left knee, flex your front foot. So we're nice and high for our art of Hanumanasana, starting here. Bend your belly towards your thighs by bending your elbows. Flex your front foot. So we've been here a few times already today. Lifting up, bend the front knee, grab your blanket or towel. If you're on a rug, this will be a little more difficult, but you can still do it. If you're on a hardwood floor, it's much easier. So you want to have your blanket in front of your mat, so it's slidey. And then move forward as much as you need to put your heel on your blanket. Placing your hands on your blocks, if you need, you may not need them. You'll start sliding that right foot forward. Okay. Keep your left hip tucked in, so you still have that square hip position here. And then remember how we're bending our arms to squeeze our shoulders back, moving into that slight back bend with our thoracic spine. We want to make sure that we're not hanging in our splits. We have support of some kind. Hamstrings are, as I said, notoriously temperamental. They can tear, which is a very long recovery. So you want to make sure you're always supporting them. Flexed foot, supported weight. Come back up. We'll do that same thing on the other side before we switch. So, low lunge, left foot forward, right knee down. Sink in your hips. Take your blocks as high as you need to so that you can place your shoulders over your hips without any belly pooch. This is just my belly, it's not a pooch. And then plant your hands strongly. Remember, left heel planted, right knee planted, squeeze towards each other so you have the engagement. Start lifting your heart. Use your hands to do it. Lift your heart, push into your hands, squeeze your shoulders back. Lift your heart, push into your hands, squeeze your shoulders back, maybe looking up at the sky. Okay, release, right hip tilts over right knee. Maybe moving your blocks down a level. Ardha Hanumanasana, half monkey. Flexing that left foot, remember the support. And then bending your elbows out to the side to bring your belly closer to the thigh rather than rounding your forehead down to your knee. Strong, straight spine. Check in with your hips, are they square? Check in with your legs, are they engaged? And then lift up. Scooch forward as much as you need to get your heel on your blanket. Your blocks are supporting you, so they're going to support your body weight. Start sliding forward with that left foot. Okay, remember, we're not hanging in the hip joint, in the hip socket. We're flexing the left foot, engaging the muscles of the left leg. We're using our arms to hold our body weight, and we're gently allowing our body to open. And then come back up. Switching sides again. Different kind of support this time. So if you have 3 blocks, use them. If not, grab some books or use your towel. Assuming your towel is high enough to support your split. So I'll take my towel, roll it up tight so it's some kind of support. It's not mushy. I mean, it'll be mushy to a certain extent, but not too mushy. And place it down where your sit bone right here is going to land. We'll start with our runner's lunge again. Right heel on the blanket. Blocks are here to support our body weight with our hands. Start sliding forward on your right leg and then place the towel. So as I said, it may be too low under your sit bone. If this is too low, use 1 block with your hand and 1 block under your sit bone. So right at the crease of the thigh, right at the, not the insertion point, the other side, where it comes into the hip. So you have firm support under this right thigh. Now remember, we're still flexing the foot. We're still tucking through the belly. This is where the back bend is coming into play. So strong core, lifting up, shoulders over the hips. Maybe, maybe not. It just will depend on where your body is opening today. If you feel pretty well balanced here with this block under your hip, take your hands to your hips and try to find that straight spine and the cup, your stable cup. Okay, and then if you'd like, maybe you can reach your arms up and over your head. Pull your belly in and reach up. Release. Okay, finagle your way out of that. Step back, hands and knees. Stretch it out with a down dog. And then set your knees down, step your left foot forward. Other side. So if the towel was a little too low for you on the last side, maybe start with a block and see if that works better. Flex the front foot, place it on your blanket or towel. And then we'll start sliding out. Have some support available for the left hip. Remember, it's right up at the very top where your sits bone is located. And then flexed foot, square hips. So we're not doing our cheerleading splits. We're keeping our hips square and stabilized and squeezing them in. Maybe you can take your hands to your hips, pulling the belly in, balancing your pelvic bowl or pelvic wine glass, whatever you'd like to call it. And then if you want, reaching your arms up. Place your hands down, slide back. Child's pose, knees apart, toes together, sink down. Okay, come up to hands and knees. We'll move to the wall. So we'll do one more stretch before we try full-on splits, the revved up full throttle version. Taking your mat to the wall, bring a towel or blanket with you, and also bring a block. King Arthur's pose, which I call Queen Guinevere's pose. So you'll come to hands and knees with your feet at the wall. Keep your left knee where it is. And then you'll take your right knee and place it at the baseboard. I use the blanket on my foot too because I have a bony foot and a hard one. So my heel is going to be to the outside of my right hip. Just like Virasana or Hero's Pose. And you'll either stay here if you're already feeling the stretch in your quad, or you'll bring your left foot forward so you're in a lunge position. So again, staying here, or if you need more, you'll place your hands on your knee. Notice what's happening with your pelvis. So here again, stabilize, keep it level. Push your hips back towards the wall behind you. If you would like more, start reaching your arms up towards the sky and tilting your shoulders back towards the wall behind you, but keep your hips stable. So we're not letting that flare happen in the belly and lower back. Okay, lower hands down to the mat. We'll change sides. Bring your right foot down. So this time the right foot is against the baseboard, and you'll bring your left knee back and up the wall. Step the right foot forward, or not. Okay, now if this is enough for your left quad, you'll stay here. If you want more, bring your hands up to your knee. Take note of your pelvis. Start pushing your hips back towards the wall with your front foot and stabilize. So slight tucking of the tailbone. Whoop. Slight sliding on the blanket. And then if you want more, arms come up, tuck the tailbone, reach your shoulders back to the wall behind you, thumbs too. Notice any belly pushing and try to tuck it in. Okay, release. Step that left knee down and come to a forward fold. So we just did very strong opening for our hip flexors and our psoas. Now let's do a little more for the hamstring. Simple forward fold is the best one. Bend your knees as much as you need to. For more, walk your hands back. Okay, bringing your belly closer to your thighs. Continue looking at the mat. Strong, straight spine. Remember, belly towards thighs. And then if you'd like more, you can grab opposite elbows behind your legs. And then the final version would be to tuck your hands in front of your shins and pull back and up. So you're tilting your tailbone to the sky, pushing down with your heels, letting the crown of your head fall. And see if you can push your breath into your upper hamstring, into the connection between your femur and your hip socket. Okay. Extend your spine. And then come to where your toes will not hit the wall. I'm going to turn my mat again. You don't have to turn your mat. So just make sure your back toes won't hit the wall behind you. And we'll move into a full split or either of the versions from before. So have your blocks. Also have your strap. If you're super bendy, you might want to bind with the back leg. And I'm not sure I can do that today, but I'll try. All right, so stepping the right foot forward, Coming into Hanumanasana, or half split. Remember, stay here. If you're cooked, if your body's protesting in any way, just hang out. You don't have to move further. And then if you want, we'll start the slide. Okay, sliding forward. And then if you want, placing support. Okay, my body's not going to do, at least on this side, the back bend version today. So I'm going to hang out here. As I said, hamstrings are very pesky. They sometimes are difficult to open, like today, for me. So just know you're not alone if you're having a tighter day. And if you have a more open day, celebrate it, because you never know when the tight day is going to come back. Okay, come back up. Remember, if you're cooked, just come to a kneeling position and hang out. Other side, left foot forward on your blanket. Just take note where you are. And then slide forward. Okay, this side maybe. So that's the other thing with hip flexors and hamstrings. They kind of bounce back like rubber bands. So yesterday I was able to do all of this stuff. And then they tighten back up. And it becomes harder to open on the second day. We'll see where we are later this week if it opens up again. So the idea here, if you want to take the back bend bind, is you bend the back foot and reach for it with your hand. Okay, if you have the opening, you can grab onto the strap and move into the shoulder opening back bend. Or not. Okay, curl it back in. Hands and knees, tuck toes, down dog, stretch it out. Oh, time flew. Okay, come down onto your knees. We gotta get some back bending into release. If you have a block or a blanket, we'll place it in between our upper thighs. Okay, right at the crease of the thigh. Maintaining our hip stability here. Tuck your toes. And actually, if you have a towel, I would recommend putting the towel between your legs so you have your blocks available to you for camel pose, Ustrasana. Okay, blocks at ankle height, at ankle distance. Hands at the hips. Placing the palms of your hands down on your sacrum. So we're pushing the hips forward. Take any padding under your knees that you need. Scooch those shoulders back and down and lift your heart. So you may stay here. If this feels like a lot of opening for your body, hang out, feels good. If you'd like to move deeper, placing your hands back on those blocks, push your heart up. So just like we did in our low lunge, pushing hands into blocks to lift the heart, maybe looking at the sky. And then come back up and sit back on your heels. Coming up again. Keeping your heels up if you'd like. If you know you can move back into a deeper Ustrasana with your feet down, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, hands to hips, starting the same way, lifting the heart, creating space through your back. Push your hips forward. And then maybe one hand, maybe two, reach your heels. Again, push up. So find the length in both the front and the back of your body. And again, tuck the toes back, sit down. Back bends come in threes, so we'll do one more. Coming up onto your knees. If you want to move deeper, tuck the toes back, tops of feet on the ground. Any hips, push the hips forward, lift your heart. Squeeze your towel. Keep lifting, keep squeezing, pushing forward. And then maybe your hands reach to your heels. Continue pushing up. So in no way do we want to crunch in the back. We want to lengthen through the front body and allow the spine to elongate too. Coming back up, knees apart, toes together. Child's pose extension, forehead to the mat. If your lower back is talking to you, mine certainly is, try some breaths, deep breaths into the lower back. And then roll onto your back. Taking happy baby. But grab the inner heel. So instead of reaching around to the outer foot, inner heel, and then try to push your lower back into the mat. Extend through your spine. So push down, you're pulling your heels towards the ground. From here, if it feels good, straighten one leg. Hand reset if needed. And then straighten the other leg. For this, I need to grab the inside of my arch. I can't quite reach my heel. And then both, if that's going to give you some release. Suck your belly in. And then release your knees in towards your chest. Arms out to a T. Core twisting. So arms out. Inhale, knees towards chest, and exhale, knees to the right, but don't set them down. Hold above the floor a few inches. After your exhale, pull your belly in, suction belly button towards spine. Come back to center. Exhale to the left, keeping your knees hovering above the floor. On your exhale, suction belly button towards spine. Inner release of the lower back. Again, inhale up. Exhale, hover knees. Inhale up to the left. Up to the right. And then drop. Taking your right hand to your left rib cage. Allow it to initiate a deeper twist. Come up to center, legs to the left, hover, and then drop. Left hand to rib cage. Coming back up to center. Hold on to your knees and make big circles. So you're massaging your lower back on the mat. You can run 5 in one direction and then in the other. Okay, taking any additional stretch or posture you need to release your body or move into Shavasana. Now in Shavasana, if your lower back is still tender, if you're feeling it, place your blanket or your towel under your knees or in whatever position feels good to you. And allow yourself to release. Allow your whole body to feel heavy. Allow the opening that you've created to absorb into your cells. Let your breath go. Let your brain go. Release your jaw. Release your forehead. Release your whole body down into the ground, feeling heavy and relaxed. I have a reading today, and I don't know who wrote it, but it's one of my favorites. And then it happens. One day you wake up and you're in this place. You're in this place where everything feels right. Your heart is calm. Your soul is lit. Your thoughts are positive. Your vision is clear. You're at peace with where you've been, at peace with what you've been through, and at peace with where you're headed. Starting to deepen the breath. Starting to take whatever small movements you need to reawaken for your day. And then as you're ready, rolling onto your right side. And then come back up to a seated position.
Bring your hands to heart center. We'll inhale beauty through the nose and exhale fear. Inhale peace. Exhaling, get rid of chaos. The last one is yours. Inhaling something good. And exhale something you need to leave your body and your brain. One more inhale for your practice. And exhale for our community. Bring your head towards your heart, locking it all in. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.